So, like, I understand that it very possibly will not happen, but can you imagine if all the hard work for the Rangers and all the mitting their way by the Astros this season was completely erased after one series? Would that qualify as being on brand? Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 82 of the regular season where the Astros win 5-3 over the Texas Rangers and take the first game of the four-game set. I will say, what a difference 3 games can make on the outlook of a team, the fan base, and the season at large. Very, very recently in the rearview mirror, almost the entirety of Astros, YouTube, Twitter, everything was saying, yeah, this is, it's time to close up shop. And now, I am not saying they're back. I am not saying that. But boy, oh boy, the past 3 games have felt really, really good to watch. So how did we get to feel good about this game? Well, Jose Altuve with a shot in the arm as the leadoff hitter with a leadoff home run to give the Astros a lead 1 batter into the game always helps. However, that lead would then be diminished in the bottom half of the first inning, where a ground ball double play would still be productive for the Rangers as a run comes home to tie the game at 1 apiece. And then later on in the 4th inning, Josh Jung and Jonah Heim with back-to-back home runs would give the Rangers a 3-1 lead, which isn't... You're not feeling too wonderful because the Rangers have been obviously very good this season, and Ronel Blanco is towards the bottom end of the rotation, and you don't know if the wheels are going to fall off, but they wouldn't. Those would be the only 2 real blips on the radar for Ronel Blanco tonight. And I want to now take the time to talk about Ronel Blanco's night, because it was very, very strange. A lot of the numbers do not like each other, but at the same time, a lot of the numbers also really bode well. I would describe Ronel Blanco's night, and really him at this moment in time, as an unfinished product. But there is a lot to be happy about. There's a lot that gives me a positive feeling. The 5 innings against a team like the Rangers is very good. Only allowing 3 runs is solid. That's a fine night, right? You got 5 innings in. The 3 runs is a winnable game. The 4 walks isn't great. The 2 home runs also isn't great. That being said, 4 hard hit balls in 5 innings of work with 13 swings and misses, if I'm not mistaken, for Ronel Blanco tonight. That bodes a whole lot better than 2 strikeouts. Those numbers don't correlate. He can't quite put batters away yet. We've seen that. He's still a little sporadic. There is a lot yet to be sanded down to make him a nice, smooth pitcher. But I do think there is the possibility that he could become maybe not an ace, maybe not a top of the rotation guy, but like a 3rd to 4th pitcher. I think Ronel Blanco could fit nicely into the bottom end of the rotation in a couple years. I definitely see potential with him. But the Astros are not deterred. Altuve grounds out, but it's a productive one. A run trots home during the process to make it a 1-run game again. And Mauricio Dubon in the 6th inning, a 2 RBI double to restore an Astros lead 4-3, and then a Jake Meyer sac fly would make it 5-3. Just another little bit of insurance, but the Mauricio Dubon double would be all the Astros needed. The bullpen comes in, and it was all the keys, all the big marquee names in the bullpen. Phil Maton with a pair of strikeouts in his inning of work with no hard contact. Hector Neris picks up a strikeout in his inning of work. Brian Abreu was the worst pitcher out of the bullpen, but he only gave up 1 hit and picked up a strikeout. And Ryan Presley in the 9th picks up a strikeout, picks up a couple of groundouts, and the Astros take the first game of the 4-game set. But now all of a sudden, everything starts to shift. The Astros, who all season long have felt down on themselves, not because they've been a terrible team, because they haven't been terrible, but they have definitely not lived up to what everyone has expected of them, and the standards they, as an organization, as a team, have set for themselves. Now, win the past 3 games in a row, take the first game against your in-division, in-state rival, who has spent all the time this season feeling great about themselves, hyping themselves up to get a 6-game lead in late June, who now, in the past 10, have lost 6 of them, who now have lost back-to-back games. Now, that very impressive 6-game lead is at 4. And if they don't get it together by the end of the weekend, it could be 1 single game. now the confidence and the fear begins to shift between the two Texas teams. So tomorrow afternoon, the Astros look to ensure already a split at worst case scenario, 4:05 Eastern, 3:05 Central. The Astros will send Hunter Brown to the mound, and the Rangers will send Nathan Eovaldi to the mound. I will be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Stros.